Welcome to Granny Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 55 of the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Bear with
and
us.
And I have to turn my air conditioning off.
Yeah, Ryan's windows are all open upstairs, and I hear his air conditioning kicking. Luckily, you have a Nest, so you can just check in on your phone.
Yes.
Turn that sucker down. Up.
Wait, is it
off.
No, it's not the air conditioning. It didn't kick on. Only our heat is set to 69.
Oh, that might be your... Oh, that's a good spot.
It's our dehumidifier.
Comfortable for everyone.
It's our dehumidifier just kicked on. That's what you're hearing. That's what you're hearing.
It's a spring humid air.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Today was beautiful.
It was nice. All right. So if you remember...
we're clicking through this minute.
Last minute on Tokyo Drift, minute 54.
Maybe we didn't do it quite justice. I feel like it did. It was a very iconic scene from the movie.
Yeah, because, okay, you're right. They showed a lot of the RX-7.
Right.
Which was a really cool car drifting. It was the first time we really see it drifting well.
And I think it's the only time we see Han drifting.
Oh, really? And he's good at it. He did a really good job. Right. So that was last minute.
Yeah.
But they got the number of the girls they were drifting around.
Right.
And now they're driving off. And Han has a smug look on his face.
Yeah. And Lucas, what's his name? Sean. Thinks that's so cool.
Yeah, he starts giggling and smiling. He's like, oh, he's getting girls' numbers. Now, did that ever seem like something Sean was interested in?
No, he just wants Neela's number.
Well, even in the very beginning scene, he raced for that girl, sort of. But I feel like he was still more concerned about beating that guy.
Yeah,
he didn't care about the girl.
Which reminds me, Snackman had a great T-shirt idea.
Okay.
Did you see it?
No.
In the Discord? We need a picture of Han Sean in his old Monte Carlo or whatever it was, bursting out of a house.
Oh yeah, like a 2x4 house.
Right. And then the words are just, oh well.
Oh well.
That's pretty good shirt design.
Right.
If anyone wants to come up with that design, let me know.
Do you know any designers?
I wish I did. Oh man.
When you get a minute. Yeah. All right. So Han, the scene sort of changes. They're still driving the RX-7, but now they're just cruising on the highway. No. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The audio comes through early. They're cruising on the highway, but then there is a scene change, and now it's daytime, and they're on a mountain, and you see Twinks, Volkswagen in the background, and they're on a mountain toge, a famous toge in Japan.
Toge?
Yes, Touge. It is the name of these winding mountain roads in Japan. They're usually very narrow with cliffs on the sides of them.
Huh.
And it's where, like, legit people would go out and drift on the mountain toges. But this is where also the movie Initial D, because he was delivering the tofu over these mountains and had to drive quickly but not mess up the tofu. Full disclosure, I've actually never watched Initial D.
We should watch it.
Yeah.
I
guess we should.
Is it the first drifters invented drifting out here?
Yeah, and they're talking about that movie.
Right. So, Han is...
Oh, he also we skipped over. He said it's not wax on, wax off. You got to learn by doing it.
Right, by feeling it.
What is wax on, wax off?
That's a Karate Kid reference.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie?
I saw the show.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Right. And so the Karate Kid is when... What's his name?
Yeah, the guy in charge of
the dealership guy.
Yeah.
Is a kid, right?
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio is his actor's name. Anyways, so Mr. Miyagi was his teacher.
Yep. Okay.
And he went to him to learn karate, and Mr. Miyagi just made him work. Oh. So he's like, he had him like waxing his car.
I remember that came up in the show. These old cars.
He's like, so he's waxing on the car and then waxing off. Wax on with one hand, wax off. And then he's like whitewashing the fence, and he's like, up, down on the fence. And he thinks he's just like doing all this work for Mr. Miyagi. And then when he's like, I want to learn karate, I'm a little baby. And then Mr. Miyagi's like, he like goes to punch him, and he's like, wax on. And he does the wax on move, and it blocks the punch.
Oh.
And then he punches him with his left hand. He's like, wax off. And, so he was teaching him.
I wonder if that would actually work.
I don't know.
A little bit television animation.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Try it. Let's try it.
So that's like pretty.
Go to hit me.
What are you going to do?
Well, you got to tell me what to wax on or wax off.
Wax on.
It worked. It deflected. You didn't even get close. Wow. All right. It's real.
So,
But drifting
that's
is
the wax
not
on.
like wax on, wax off.
Right. You just gotta feel it.
Yeah, which is
I
terrible
felt really
advice.
awkward punching with my left hand.
Oh, that's why probably.
No, it's just like everything with my left hand. The left side of my body is just
Do you normally punch with your right hand?
normally, yeah.
Okay. Should I
I use
ask
my
your
left hand as
children
like
or
a
your
bait,
wife?
where they like watch it, and then it's just like right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. you know
They
what I mean?
being your family, coworkers.
Bullies.
Oh, at work.
Yeah, that steal my lunch
Customers.
money.
Oh, Fabian.
Yeah, Fabian.
Yeah. Okay. So, but this is terrible advice. They're on a mountain toge, which is cliffs on one side
Right.
of a narrow road, and we just watched Sean in an open parking lot hitting things.
Right. So time to move out to a cliff.
Yeah.
Right.
And Sean does pretty well.
But there is something about what's the real risk about hitting a block of styrofoam looking.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a better scenario to learn where you can push the limits, and when you overpass that, like when you're not. So I had a friend who I drifted with, Tom, and he had a really, really nice 240, and he drifted a lot. Like we went to tracks, like legit tracks, and he was just mediocre at drifting
Okay.
because he never wanted to wreck his car.
Right.
So he never wanted to go off track because you go off track and you rip bumpers off and it just messes stuff up. So he never pushed that level, and I feel like that's why he never got like really good. Where like if you're not scared of like hitting a wall and totaling your car, you're gonna push the limits. You might total your car, you build another one and keep doing it. Like,
Right.
Obviously.
So you're
it's more
saying he would be too scared on the mountainside probably to
Yeah.
really learn.
Right, because he doesn't want to go off a cliff and die.
Right.
So he won't be able to push the limits. Yeah, I don't know. But
Which is why they like motocross backflip into foam pits.
Right.
Foam pits.
Is it? I feel like that's so you don't die. Yeah.
Right, but like you wouldn't try a double backflip on your dirt bike first thing on hard dirt.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'll try it as long as I'm landing in a foam pit. Do they do it into foam pits? Am I picturing the right thing,
mean,
or is
they
that
do
BMX bikes?
No, they do dirt bikes into foam pits.
That'd be so hard to pull it out.
Yeah, they have cranes to pull them out. Yeah.
All that work just for one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that work just to get just to try a trick. But
I'm not sure if that's relevant to the point I'm trying to make. Well, I guess they
Why
can
not?
push the limit there, but they eliminate the downside. It'd be like building a toge, but having a foam pit off the cliff.
right, what I'm saying is the only reason they can try that is because
Oh, you're saying
the
it is like the
consequence-
open parking lot.
Right.
There's
yeah,
not
it's-
a bad consequence.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
that makes
If
sense.
they didn't
yeah.
have the foam pit, nobody would try a double backflip on
Right.
a motocross.
Yeah, the stakes
on
would
a
be
dirt
too
bike.
high.
Right. You
Yeah.
could die.
So, anyhow, we do see Sean like trying some corners in the Evo. The wing's still missing because he clipped it off on,
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even take notice of that. But yeah, you're
but
right.
he's doing decent.
Yeah.
And he like stalls out halfway through a corner, but right in the middle. Like it's not. He
Like
didn't
the
go
very
off.
Yeah, the very
He's not
first time they
wrecking.
show him, he's actually going up the hill.
That's a much easier way to drift. Okay, just because it's slower, but you still
Right.
have the grip. When you're going down, like drifting, you're braking or accelerating. Yeah, so you got that.
Yeah.
All right, that's all
Okay.
there is to it. No, but downhill, when you accelerate to kick the back end out farther, you're gonna pick up speed so
Right.
quickly.
Right.
Like things are gonna like. It's much easier to react when you're going slower.
Right.
So
But the very first turn, it seems like he's doing okay
Yeah,
if
he's
he
right
would
in the
just
middle.
accelerate out of it.
decent angle. Yeah, he just needs a power
But
out.
he just stops.
Yeah.
Power over.
And he looks power over. It looks a little
Yeah.
frustrated.
Now he's going
And-
downhill. Second run, he's going downhill. And there's like a group of people in lawn chairs and
Yes.
sitting on the side. with
Standing
Han
watching.
Yeah.
He goes by and he, spins out, and Han's like, again, like the good old coach, like,
Right.
oh, just do it again. And Sean rolls his eyes.
This is the strangest montage to me.
Okay. Yep.
We have
Now
two
we're here.
things happening. All right. So we have the drift scene happening. And then at the same time, we have Sean with Twink in the city. And I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. There's a lot of people.
Right.
And they're walking, and he has a backpack on.
And then all these females dressed in like
Frilly.
baby
Clothes.
outfits. I don't know what they're
It's
wearing.
Weird. And they have weird, like, fluffy stuff on their head, like bonnets on their heads, or tiny hat. Look at that tiny hat.
But then there's
strange.
but then there's regular people too.
And then
So it's like there's like a Comic-Con event that they're heading towards, but then there's also just regular
or it's just
people.
normal Japanese clothing.
Yeah, maybe.
But Sean says, "What's in the backpack?" Twink
Right.
says, "You'll see." And then they see him selling a pair of Air Jordans.
Right.
But they keep flipping between the selling stuff on the streets,
Right. You see Sean with a neck full of
like chains and
on
clocks.
chains. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're selling stuff on the streets and then they're drifting.
Right.
So I think what they're showing is time passing, like
I
several
guess.
days going by. But are
so
they
you don't
also?
think the drifting happens all in the same day? You think
No.
it's multiple days of him drifting?
Yeah, I think that's what they're showing because it's flipping between the scenes, showing that like
Okay.
time might be like this is a
Is
different
Han-
spot on the road than they were
Is Han
standing
wearing
before.
different clothes?
Well,
I think
about
he
that.
is.
They're sitting at a different spot, aren't they?
I don't know. They're sitting in the corner before.
And he says again, but then now they're leaving school. So I think
Right.
they're showing time passing and I think they're also showing like a bond forming between Twink and Sean where
right.
they're working together.
Last time we saw Twink and Sean was when Sean gave his iPod to Morimoto,
Right.
and Twink was
mad.
upset. So maybe they're trying to show them coming back together.
Do you think they were trying to show that Sean's Sean's working with Twink
Right.
to earn money, and they showed Twink getting all this
Oh,
cash.
Okay.
Are they trying to show that he's like earning money? Like he's like it almost seemed like he's trying to. It would have made sense if the other scenes they're flipping between was him like fixing something and putting new parts on a car, because you'd see like, oh, he's earning his money selling
Right.
parts with Twink, and then I don't know. Didn't quite make sense.
No.
But you
I
do
don't-
see him and Twink getting along really well.
But you don't see Sean getting any money, so I don't get the
Yeah.
impression that Sean is making money from
He's
it.
just helping him.
Yeah, I think he's just being a buddy.
It's part of the crew.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah. But
And then Twink makes a comment. He said he could sell rubbers to a monk.
right.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
And then in the very last second of the minute, scene changed, and we're in a garage, and Sean is staring at a rack with some
Oils on it.
oil products.
Yeah.
Additive.
Lubricants.
Looks like additives.
Yeah.
Bars
The
stop leaking stuff.
power steering.
Oh, and a nitrous box.
It's like power steering fluid.
It's a nitrous kit on the left.
Yeah. Some brake clean.
Where do you think this is? His dad's garage?
Yeah, I do feel like it's probably his dad's little garage. I feel like his Mustang is probably right there, and he's going to be working on the Mustang or something.
Yeah. We'll find out soon.
Yeah, but that's where the minute ends. So we get this like montage in the last 30 seconds of him drifting, and then him selling stuff with Twink with some song playing.
So he's probably getting good at drifting. Soon he'll be able to impress some chicks and get a phone number. 'Cause that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got plenty of money. What I need is people
Chicks.
I can trust and chicks' phone
females
numbers.
that I can't trust. That like me for my car. You know, I've done a lot of drifting. I've never gotten a phone number from a female for drifting. Sorry.
What were you drifting before you and your wife got together?
No, in fact, I was always interested and wanted to, and she's the one that like talked me into signing up for my first drift event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, my wife, 240 Drift Chick. Check her out on Instagram. She doesn't drift anymore. She's
Posting
got
drifting
babies.
videos all the time. Do you have any videos of her drifting?
Yeah, there's some on YouTube, my YouTube channel.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go check out Was That Awesome?
No, it's Dirt Speed 717.
Dirt Speed 717 on YouTube.
Yeah. All right.
And
Let's
that's
wrap
the
this
end
up.
of minute 55. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning.